What's up, everybody? Bill back again with another farm toy tractor look here, and this time I want to look at a Massey Ferguson 1150 1/16 scale made by SpecCast. It's a pretty nice tractor. It's my first Massey Ferguson in my collection since I've been recollecting since last July. It's a pretty nice little tractor. Let's go ahead and take a look at this box real quick first. Let's do that now. And here it is, folks, the box. Standard fare for a SpecCast box, really. Really similar to Ertl boxes with the plastic window, the plastic shell inside which holds the tractor. On the box bottom there, it says Massey Ferguson highly detailed 1150 tractor with radio. It has a radio on the fender. Pretty nice box. Has a picture of the tractor on either end. Some information about SpecCast on the back of the box. This box does have a date. I noticed some of them didn't, or I missed it, but this one has a date. This tractor was manufactured in 2019 by SpecCast. Pretty cool box. I do like how this shell they put in here to protect them. Because nowadays these are high-end models, they're not really play toys, so just more protection for the tractors, which with the price we pay with these, we probably deserve that at the minimum, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's move on to the star of the show, the Massey Ferguson 1150. Alright everyone, I'm back, and here it is, the 1/16 scale SpecCast Massey Ferguson 1150 wide front end tractor. It's a pretty good looking tractor, man. Back from the classic era of tractors I really enjoy. The actual real tractor was produced by Massey Ferguson from 1970 through 72. This is pulled off tractordata.com, so if it's not correct, I apologize. From 1970 through 72, like I said, it's PTO rated 135 engine horsepower, and then of course it's an 8-cylinder diesel engine. It's a pretty nice tractor overall. I remember seeing these seldomly when I was young. I predominantly seen a lot of International and Case, Agger Kings, but I also seen other tractors, John Deere's. I seen a lot of John Deere's in my older age, because the gentleman that lived beside of us he was a John Deere guy. So, but I always seen a lot of these older tractors. I remember we would go driving around the countryside and looking for tractors in the field, and then late in the spring and stuff. And you always seen a Massey Ferguson here and there. So they're nice tractors. Of course, I always say this. I'm sorry I always say it, but I always do. Classic flat lines all over the thing. It's classic the way a tractor should be, man, in my opinion. This here's a pretty nice toy overall. SpecCast is right there with Ertl, in my opinion, as far as details. I mean, these things look like a Precision series that or a Prestige line tractor that Ertl has. They really are really nicely done by SpecCast. They are right there with Ertl in my eyes. I have 3 or 4 SpecCasts now. 1, 2, 3. I got at least 4 or 5 SpecCasts now, and I'll be getting more because they are really nicely done. They do a nice job on these things, man. This one is no different than the rest, really, as far as details. Nice drawbar and 3-point hitch and everything on the back here. Looks really good. Nice detail. The 3-point hitch does move up and down. It's kind of stiff, but it does move up and down. I don't really mess with it that much, so, but it looks pretty nice. Of course, like I said, the nice flat fenders. Really nice looking. This maroonish color of traditional Massey Ferguson. Their tractor's predominantly the maroon red and the gray color. On the fender there's like a flasher and a light, which is pretty cool. In the front of these fenders, also there are lights on both fenders, 2 lights in each fender, and those are not, my God, pardon my dog, she's down there choking. You okay? In the front of the fenders, there are lights on both fenders, and those are not decals, they are plastic inserted, so that's pretty neat. The driver control area here, nice little details, levers and everything. Up here, little handles on either side of the front by the hood here to climb onto the tractor. Nice little steering wheel. The dashboard here, I actually thought at first it was a decal, but it is not. It is a molded. All the little gauges and stuff, it is not decal, it's molded in there, so it's like that's pretty cool they did that. The pedals are there, foot pedals. The seat is gray with a white cushion and back. Massey Ferguson gray and the white. That looks really nice, that seat. It contrasts well with the red and the gray of the tractor. Of course, up here on this fender is the nice little radio with the antenna. That's pretty cool. This is the first one I own with that feature on it, a radio on the fender. So I remember back in the day, farmers with open station tractors always had a radio on their fender of the tractor, it seemed like. That's pretty cool, they did that. Nice long flat hood here, nicely done. Silver exhaust pipe, nice big red breather sticking up here in front of that exhaust pipe, but that looks pretty cool too, I would think so. Anyway, the engine compartment on both sides holds really nice features and details. It's really nicely done in my opinion, the way they capture. If you look at the pictures of the real tractor like online, they did a nice job on this engine compartment of this tractor. SpecCast really does impress me. The more I look at these models I got from them, they they do not disappoint as far as their detailing. Of course, the decal here, which isn't a decal, it's actually molded into the casting. It's the gray with the black Massey Ferguson. Then at the end, a big round black circle with the model number 1150 in it. Nicely done there. Of course, the front here, classic Massey Ferguson grill there. The Massey Ferguson logo in the top portion here, right in the center, and then down here the black and gray that wrap around the grill to the front of the engine compartment area here. It's pretty cool. In my pocket are the weights, which is actually just a plastic mold of the weights, and they're all together and they fit right on the front here, just like that. This doesn't bother me, this plastic mold with these weights. I mean, it could even be metal, but I actually prefer that over what the Prestige line weights are. They're all individual, and if you take them out of that plastic, it's just a nightmare, at least in my eyes. So I tend to just like that right there. It's a solid piece. There's nothing wrong with it in my opinion. I mean, it looks like weights. I'm happy with it. The front wheel here is a pretty thin 3-rib wheel. It's not a big fatty, which I would prefer the big fatty, to be honest. I think it just deserves that, you know, but that's okay. But it's a nice 3-rib front wheel, pretty nice wheels, all 4 tires, all the way around, rubber through and through. The actual wheel on the front is a Massey Ferguson maroonish red with a gray cap in the middle, little bolt patterns and stuff, of course, like normal. The rear tires are single wheeled, of course, and they're a standard, looks like a pretty standard tire they use, I think. Nice, the big deep tread on them, I like that. The actual wheel there is a gray on the outer, and then the inner, there's like it looks like a wheel weight even, with a black cap in the middle there. It's pretty nice. I like it. They really capture some nice details on this tractor overall. And then the front end, I mean, that steering bar and stuff, it's so realistic looking, really. It's pretty amazing, like how realistic looking the steering is. Then the rear end here. The rear end looks pretty good too underneath. Pretty nice capture of this model of tractor. Massey Ferguson 1150 by SpecCast 1/16 scale. Nice. Nicely done by SpecCast. Like I said, they are really on par with Ertl as far as I'm concerned with their details and stuff. They do a nice job. And I am very impressed with their stuff. It's on par with the Prestige line of Ertl. They like to put details and accuracies in there, in my opinion, and that's what you get. And this tractor, I forget how much it was. It's probably around 70, 80 bucks. I think I got it off outbacktoys.com. But when you see it in hand and you see what they've done with it, it's pretty darn nice, I think. It's a pretty high horsepower tractor for its era, like 70 through 72. That's 135 horsepower. That's pretty hefty tractor for that time, for a two-wheel drive tractor. So pretty nice. If you like Massey Ferguson, and I do enjoy the older Massey Ferguson, so this probably won't be the last one I get, but definitely pick you up one of these if you can. They're really worth it, and their little radio just is a really nice touch. Their radio on the fender. Alright everyone, I'll bring that camera closer to take a closer look at this guy. I want to thank everyone who always tunes into my channel and supports my channel. I appreciate you. You want to comment below, you can, or like the video, that would be awesome. This is Phil. I wish you all a blessed day. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you again soon.